the brokering days when it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Not that it's not fun now. It's just different.
Yes, we had a lot of fun. And so tell us a little bit about yourself, John.
Well, again, my name is John Frels. I feel like I've been in the business forever. I love what I do. It's great to get people into a home. And it's great being with this company where I actually love the people that I'm doing it with, so that's a nice thing. I know it's hard for loan officers today to, it's hard to pick a good company and a good group of people. And I'm very fortunate to be where we are with the Pilsen Group, with American Pacific Mortgage. We've got some amazing products that, and a couple today, or at least one for sure today that is brand new. We're increasing our conforming loan amount to $625,000 before the government announcement in January. So that's a really big deal. Right now it's $548,250. So now if you have something that's up to $625,000, we can underwrite it and price it just like a conforming loan.
And so we don't have to go jumbo on it.
No jumbo.
Yay.
No extra overlays and more difficult underwriting and stuff like that, because jumbo money is more private money.
And what are the rates you like on that?
Rates are just awesome right now. You know, a excellent borrower can get as low as like 2 7/8, 2 3/4 sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's with the 740 credit score?
No, that would be more in the 800s. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. And Mitchell, please introduce yourself and let everybody know how long you've been doing mortgages.
Well, thanks for this opportunity first, but I do want to say it's an absolute pleasure to be working with John and at AP Mortgage.
Likewise.
John talks about being a loan officer and how it's tough to find the right place to be at. And I feel like we're all working together rather than competing. There's a lot of support, a lot of positivity. If you've heard Chris Nelson's radio show on the Real Estate Rap Pack, you can hear the positivity as he kind of educates the general public. It's an absolute blast. John mentioned some of these new programs that we have, and you know, when you talk about staying away from the jumbo situation and staying conventional, you're opening yourself up to a much smoother transaction. These overlays sometimes just complicate things. Our company is gambling just a little bit, right, on what we expect the government to do, and allowing everybody to enjoy something freely. We're all very excited about this. And again, I want to thank you for allowing us to speak with you.
Absolutely. And so I have a question for you. What would be the top 3 misconceptions in mortgage lending?
I think the biggest misconception is, why are you still paying rent? And what, because you think it's too difficult to get a mortgage or something? It's not. It's really easy. And just come to us and tell us what you want, and we're going to figure it out for you. You know, I think Mitch believes the same way. You know, some people say it's in the box or out of the box. I don't even believe there is a box. We're going to figure out a way to make something work. It may not be tomorrow, but at least we're going to set you on a path to ownership if that's what you want.
I completely agree. You know, so many people think that we're gatekeepers, right? We're trying to keep you from getting a loan, right? Or maybe that we get to decide who does and who doesn't. Well, John and I, the way we think about it is we're trying to help you get into a position to own a home, to get a loan. Let us help troubleshoot that for you, right? Carry that heavy load, and you know, we'll show you the opportunities that you do have. If you don't have anything readily available now, we will show you the path to get there.
For example, like they need credit repair.
Exactly. And so I believe this is the reason that you would want to use a mortgage company as opposed to a bank, correct? Because a bank is kind of like, they have one set of guidelines.
They have their own guidelines, whereas we're as a mortgage bank, which is all we do is mortgages. We don't have deposits. So we're focused on, and I believe that as a mortgage company, we have a little bit more skin in the game than a bank does, because, you know, a bank is all over. And we're your local lender, and we care about the community and the actual person instead of, you know, just a bunch of numbers.
Right. And if I'm, correct me if I'm wrong, but a mortgage broker has the ability, if you don't fit the guidelines, for this lender, then they can always take you to another lender. Is that
Correct. We do have brokering possibilities. Let's say not stated income anymore, but we have a bank statement program for like self-employed people, where we average the deposits and come up with a figure on that. That's an excellent broker product that we have. We do ITM loans. If you're
Foreign nationals.
yeah, foreign national, we got that. What else do we have that's already out of the box?
Oh, we do loans across the board, right? And Chris Kessel always says we do everything under the sun, right?
Okay.
Now, there is some limitation, but what it speaks to is our ability to be creative, provide you a solution that fits your needs.
And what questions do you have for me?
Well, I know that, I guess tell us your perfect client of what we would want to send to you.
We at Impeccable Credit Services, we deal with everything from NA credit score, the people with the ITIN numbers that need to build the credit, all the way up to someone with a 680, 700 who is trying to get up to 750 and above.
Okay. So what about people that move here from Canada or something that don't have local credit? Can you help them with something like that?
Absolutely. We have a whole bunch of people that come here for the oil business that don't have anything, and we just structure and build their store.
Okay. So I'm curious, do you actually have to build something, or can you take their Canadian credit and turn it into? You can't. Okay.
No, Canadian credit and U.S. credit are totally different.
Interesting.
So we would just start from scratch and build them some trade lines depending on where they're wanting the credit score to be. It would be a process that's anywhere from 6 months to a year, but within a year we can have them up to the 750 mark.
Excellent. So again, we may not be able to do something for you tomorrow, but we can help you get there.
Exactly. Now, what is your favorite type of clients to do? What do you do more of? You do purchases, refinance?
Well, we actually can do anything, but I love a good purchase because I love the excitement of getting a new home, especially first-time buyers. I don't know, there's just something that you just see the light in their face where they I actually own this. I don't know, there's nothing quite like that.
I agree. How about yourself, Mitchell?
No, I'd like to just piggyback off that. I mean, I think we're all a little guilty of getting on HAR or Zillow and just kind of maybe window shopping for homes, right? And when you're working with someone who has found a home, super excited about starting their life in this home. I mean, connecting them with their mortgage needs, putting them on the right path financially there. It's just super exciting. But of course, with refinances in this past year, it just seems like we did $1 million.
Yeah.
And with these great rates, I mean, to speak on the rates, they're still, maybe they're not as low as they were last year, but they're still historically low. So it's a great opportunity for people to restructure their financial picture through their home and find refinance.
Yeah, it's shocking how many people have outrageous interest rates on their credit cards. And it's I know in the past, I think people were always taught, don't pay off your credit cards with a mortgage because then it's something that's secured. But now I think that thought process kind of changed because the rate is so low. I mean, I wouldn't call it free money, but it's pretty darn near close.
Well, back in the day, we thought 5% was a low rate.
Yeah.
And so now, I mean, what do you got? You guys have under 3%.
Sometimes.
And so, what would you say? What percentage, as far as if your mortgage rate is what to where it is now, how many points would you say to refinance?
I think any time that you're saving 1% or more, it's something to look at. Sometimes, but at the same time, if you're paying off credit card debt, even if you got the same interest rate that you have now, or even a little bit higher, I mean, look at some of these minimum payments. I just did one with a client that had $1,500 in minimum payments a month, and it went away. and their interest rate, so their mortgage payment didn't really change that much, and the interest rate was about what they were already paying. And so in a situation like that, it totally makes sense because that money just magically removed.
And John, not to mention, some people got into their home paying less than 20% down, which mandates that they have mortgage insurance, right? This could be a good opportunity to refinance out of that payment, right? Because that's money that you're spending that's not going towards your equity.
Absolutely. And so, in the event that they do that, they would need to get an appraisal and just refinance.
Well, sometimes we don't have to get an appraisal if it's on a rate term refinance. If it's cash out, we always have to get an appraisal to get the new value.
Excellent. Now, if you are looking to get a mortgage or if you're looking to refinance your mortgage, you should definitely give